Hello, my name is Andrew Dunn. I am just giving my presentation on the workshop that I conducted earlier on Classcraft, which is a program that allows students to gamify and create characters, animated characters in the classroom. And what these characters are pretty much an extension of themselves, and they're able to gain points, and they're able to, I guess, um, complete their work and do all kinds of things in Classcraft. And this is kind of what I consider the wave of the future. So I decided to use this as a way of uh, not only just giving something newer to the students, but maybe challenging myself as part of my goals to, I guess, step outside of the box and try a newer program that I myself would have to learn and become excited about as well. And this program does definitely fits that component. These are the videos that are in Classcraft that I showed to my colleagues on how to incorporate this program on a daily basis. Also, some of the other features that were involved were introducing it to the students and getting the students on board, and that's a strategy for many teachers to utilize. So many times we have great ideas, but how do we get the students on board? How do we get some of those students excited about the program? I think that video kind of explains that as well. Customizing a class and adding the meat to the class, which is your specific content area. How to do that. These are all features that were discussed in the workshop. And with Classcraft, you also have power. So every student has what you call specific powers that they can exercise and exhibit during the class, and the teacher that is in the class actually controls those powers. So if, for example, a student is doing extremely well, then they have the opportunity to earn points, and those points translate into different types of incentives. So for example, this warrior gained 5 points. Here's another incentive. Warrior can eat in class based on the points that they accumulated, whether it be good classroom behavior or showing proficiency in a specific standard, etc. So these are the kind of features that are involved, and a lot of our students are involved in this type of virtual world. So I just thought that Classcraft would be a great tool to kind of piggyback off of what they're already interested in. The objectives for teachers, instructional objectives, show that a teacher would be able to gauge new strategies and monitor student progress using technology to promote student-centered learning was also an objective that I believe teachers can really take advantage of. This is not just for a new teacher, but this could very well be for a teacher in the middle of the road or a veteran teacher who wants to incorporate or add an instructional delivery that caters more to 21st century learning and 21st century classroom strategies. So I think that this is a key component of this particular program. Another feature of this program that I particularly like is the fact that parents can get involved, and with parental involvement and them being able to create their own characters, it kind of keeps them in the loop in terms of what they're child is doing on a regular basis, and it keeps the communication lines open with the teacher. All right, and these videos kind of support that. Here's a class on teacher dashboard, as well as some of the other classes. All right. Also have the lesson plan here that shows what I did and the overview of the class. Again, can't stress the importance of integrating technology in a way where students are engaged and they take control of their learning. The ISTE standards, the NET standards show the digital age and learning experiences. I modeled the digital age work and learning because it was important for teachers to kind of see how this would be implemented in a normal everyday class, which is easier than it looks. And of course, you have your essential questions, which kind of touch on some of the components that I mentioned a few moments ago. And I think, and then finally, the survey kind of wraps up everything that we encompass throughout the entire lesson. And we'll get to that now. So the survey and the eval talks about testimonials that people had and the experiences they had with Classcraft, and also the pros and cons. And if you see the pros and cons, it shows that this is obviously aligned to 21st century learning. The accessibility is just widespread because you can access this type of program from your mobile device or tablet, of course. The character features that students can create can be endless. And of course, your parental involvement is a key component. The cons are this can become very time consuming, and it's hard to set up. I will admit, I'm still learning the program myself, and students can if the management piece is not there, they can become over engaged in the actual visual component of it as opposed to the academic content. So we want to make sure that that stays intact. And this is an internet-based program, so network outages and system errors can be definitely something that can backfire if you experience that. And then finally, we have the survey, and the survey shows the different questions and the different concerns that I've addressed. Were the objectives clear? In terms of 21st century training, do they see themselves as teachers and my colleagues using this type of program? Anything that piqued their interest? Of course, I gave them an opportunity to explore the actual website. And finally, any constructive response that would be very helpful in me going forward. That wraps up the instructional website, the instructional technology program that I've completed. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, of course, you can send me an email. Thank you.